C6 News reporter Olivia DeRocha is live in Providence for us right now. Olivia, what are you seeing out there?
Good morning. Well, I'll tell you, it's definitely not warm out. Stay inside if you can. Seeing a lot of snow, and like Chelsea was talking about, that visibility is really not getting any better. If anything, it's getting worse. And I'll give you a look at kind of how strong these winds are. You know, even in some areas where it looks like there's not a lot of snow, you can see it's really blowing because, you know, it's pretty deceiving here. You might think, okay, there's not a lot of snow outside if I look outside, but there's up to 6 inches on the road right now. Now, we've seen a ton of plows. I'll give you a look right now. This is on the 610 connector. I'm here in Providence. Plows heading on the roads. It doesn't mean the roads are great. You still need to stay off the roads. There are a few people doing those last minute things, and that is good because at 8 o'clock, no one should be on the roads. That is from the governor's order to have that travel ban from 8 to at least 8 o'clock. Now, again, we'll be staying out here monitoring, but just keep in mind, again, stay off the roads if you can. The roads are not good, even with the plows out. That's not their fault. This is just taking into consideration how much accumulation we are going to see from this severe nor'easter. A few minutes ago, we saw someone spin out on the connector, having to snake their way up to keep from falling backwards and skirting backwards on the connector. Again, just one more reminder of how dangerous it is, and really just stay off the roads if you can, especially some of these secondary roads that some of the plows haven't even touched, and it might be a while until they make it out there. But for now, we're live in Providence. Olivia DeRocha, ABC 6 News.
Olivia, you can't say that enough, actually.
Guys, I have to tell you, I'm not really good at math, but if I had to guess, it seems like it's gotten 100% worse out here from the last time we talked. The wind, like Chelsea has been saying, has picked up so much. It's really blowing the snow that's on the ground to other places. So we're seeing plows come down, but just because they were there a few minutes ago, it's almost like they're re-plowing a street all over again because that snow is getting picked up and carried with this severe wind. Now, I'll give you a look at the highway. We're at the 610 connector right now. Visibility has really dropped. Just one more reason out of hundreds we can think of why you really should stay off the road. And like Casey and Doreen have been saying all morning, we're honing in on that 8 o'clock time when everyone in Rhode Island is supposed to be off the road. So if you have anything you need to do, I guess in these last 20 minutes, do it now. But there is a reason why officials are telling everyone to stay off the road. It's really not safe. Even with all of these plows, hundreds of plows supplied by the state and private contractors, it still is so hard for them to keep up. 75,000 pounds of salt put and distributed by the state the other day, but it's still, again, it just doesn't mean that it's safe out. Again, we're honing in on that time where everyone needs to be off the road. We're going to be out here doing our job to keep you safe, so you just do that job, stay in bed, drink your hot chocolate. And I want to give a big shout out to our photographer, Merrill. He's really being a trooper in all of this weather, and we couldn't do this without him. So there are people behind the scenes that's making it possible so we can bring you these conditions out here. But for now, we're live in Providence. Olivia DeRocha, ABC 6 News.
I'd like to get a shot of Merrill right now, see what he looks like. Yeah, thanks, Liv. Appreciate that.
Good morning, guys. Hey, we're live on Spruce Street overlooking the 610 connector. I'm not sure if you can see behind me. There are a few cars on the highway right now, and that's really how it should be, considering we've been stressing. Starting at 8 o'clock, there will be that travel ban for all cars across the state. And we really need to keep in mind, it's important. Why we're doing that is because we need to give the plows time. There are some side roads that still are not plowed. On my drive-in with Dominique, the other reporter I'm with this morning, there were some roads, again, not plowed. Cars are spinning out. We witnessed one car spinning out over on the connector, having to literally snake up to keep from rolling backwards. Really important. If you do not need to go out, just simply don't. A, it's cold. B, it is dangerous. Now, let's keep in mind yesterday during the press conference with Governor McKee saying RIDOT secured 75,000 pounds of sand to distribute throughout the state roads across the state. And that is good news. But of course, we still have a lot of accumulation we're going to be seeing throughout the day. Just important to stay off the roads if you can. Again, a few cars we're seeing on the roads, but it's not perfect even with the amount of plows that we have been seeing. Now, Dom and I are going to be live out here throughout the day, keeping you updated on the road conditions. But again, we can't stress enough, just stay off the roads. Let us do this work. Let Chelsea do the work, and we will keep you guys updated. For now, we're live in Providence. Olivia DeRocha, ABC 6 News.
Olivia.